Alright, welcome to this video on multiplying decimals and vocabulary. On page 123, we're looking at this worked example. Basic idea here is, as I say it, forget but don't forget. So what I mean by that is treat these decimals as if they're just regular numbers. So instead of 32 and 64 hundredths, treat it like 3,264 instead of 7.3 or 7 3/10, treat it as 73. Multiply and then count the decimal places. So forget but don't forget. So this has 2 decimal places and this has 1, so our answer needs to have 3 decimal places. So that's why we slid it over to here between the 8 and the 2. That's the general idea of multiplying decimals. There is a couple on your worksheet that we did together, 3/10 and 4/10. We multiply those together. 3 times 4 is 12. We slide the decimal over 1, and then again for second place, so we move it over 2 places with the decimal in front of the 1. So it's 0.12. And on this one, we multiply as if it's 105 times 83. So we multiply 3 times 5 and get 15. 3 times 0 would be a 1, because 3 times 0 is 0, so we put the 1 here. 3 times 3 would be a 3. And then, since this is tens place, in this case 8 tens or 80, we're going to put a 0 here. So we do 8 times 5 is 40, so we put the 0 here and the 4 here. 8 times 0 plus the 4 would make it 4. 8 times 1 is 8. And then we add these together. We get 5, we get 1, we get 7, and we get 8. And then we need to go back in and account for the decimal. So we move it over 2 and 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. So it goes between the 8 and the 7. All right. And then on the vocabulary side, we're looking at pages 117 through 119, and the pages we just ripped out of our book. I treat this like a word bank. If you go, see an example here. Reading on your page, you see this bold-faced word is point, and we see that it is a location in space. So we go back, and oh, there it is. Point is a location in space. And notice how I'm crossing it out here, so I probably won't need to use it again. All right, so these words are the words you're going to look to fill in these blanks. All right, good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.